Okay, my friend Dan McDermott asked me to show him how I make my salad, and sometimes they vary, but this is kind of the routine. I start out with a blood red tomato, best tomato I can find, and I cut it up. I take the what I call the core, the centerpiece out, and then I trim off any imperfections on it on the outside of it. This is just for aesthetics, really. And then I cut that thing up pretty fine. I just chop it up in the same bowl right here. This is a very efficient way to do it, by the way, with a minimum number of utensils in just one bowl. So you're going to see I'm going to chop this thing up in this bowl. And then once I get it pretty chopped up, my next ingredient is an avocado. And normally it's a half an avocado, good size avocado that I get at Costco. And a lot of these ingredients, by the way, come from Costco. This tomato did not, but a lot of them do. And sometimes I do buy tomatoes there as well. But here's the, oh, by the way, I throw some walnuts on there. And then next will be the avocado. And then once I put the avocado in, and by the way, that's the half that was left over. And you always leave the seed in when you put it in the refrigerator after you cut it in half. Leave the seed in, the half that you don't use, and that keeps it from turning brown. So here I'll put this in, and then I'll, again, chop this up with the knife. And I do this each step of the way. I kind of just chop things up, because that makes it easier on your teeth, right, for chewing, and you're not as likely to break a tooth or something like that if things are already chopped up. And it's easier to eat once you go and sit down. If you want to sit and watch TV and eat or whatever you want to do, you're not trying to cut it, wherever you may be. You're cutting it right here where it's convenient to do so. So I'm adding a bunch of broccoli here, and I do put a fair amount of broccoli in because, again, I buy the big bag of broccoli from Costco and I want to eat it all up before it goes bad. And then this is the kale salad mix, sweet kale salad mix or whatever. And sometimes I use different types of salad that I buy there, but I like the darker colored salads, not just like iceberg lettuce, anything darker like spinach or whatever. And so I'll put this in, and again, I'll go through the same routine where I'm going to chop this up, and that kind of compacts it down into the bowl a little bit because you can see the bowl's getting pretty full, and also, again, gets it ready to eat. So after this, I'm going to put the hemp seeds on there. These have a nice taste and are supposedly good for you. And again, they do come from Costco as well. So I'll put, you can see how many of those I'm putting on there. So put some hemp seeds on. And then a little bit of mustard. Mustard never hurts anything. And you're going to see the dressing that comes with the salad mix that I'll also put some of that on later. And there's a little bit of pepper, by the way. And you can use or not use that dressing. It's a little more fattening than the mustard. Mustard's very low fat. No fat in it at all, I don't think. And then we're going to put those carrots in there. Again, a nice liberal amount of the baby carrots. That large bag also comes from Costco. So you want to try to eat them up before they go bad, right? And here's that dressing I was telling you about. And this comes with the mix. And you can see I don't use a large amount of that because, again, that's going to have a lot of fat in it. Maybe even sugar too. So we want to kind of avoid adding a lot of that. And then I'm going to put the seed mix here. This also came with the salad mix. So again, if I'm not using that salad mix, I'm not going to have either of those two items that I just used. I would just use the mustard to flavor it. And you can put you could put salmon on top of this. There's a lot of different things you can put on here if you want to. And then there's some cheese. Again, this is to your taste. You can use various kinds of cheese just to add a little bit of flavor. And I'm not putting a whole lot on there. And that's pretty much it. And that's a pretty good, pretty filling meal. A lot of fiber in that, a lot of nutrition. So let me know what you put in your salad. And hey, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.